Hey everybody, just a reminder, we're still giving away the Buzz Cooks embroidered kitchen towel all through the month of December. So make sure you like, share, subscribe, and leave that comment. We'll pick a random one every video. Good luck. All right, let's get started on this pizza. We're going to do the dough first. And I've said before, I never use a recipe. I just start off with 2 big scoops of all-purpose flour, put it into my KitchenAid bowl, a couple pinches of salt. I'll put the dough hook on, give this a little quick mix. I've already got my yeast fermenting in the warm water. Gonna pour that in. And I don't use sugar. I like to use honey, about a tablespoon. So we'll put that right in the dough, or the flour, because we're making dough. And some olive oil. Then we'll lower it down, turn her on. And I'll know by how the dough is pulling away from the sides. That tells me that the dough is done. You may have to add flour, you may have to add a little water. But this is what you're looking for right there. When you get there, your dough's ready. So we'll ball it up. And we're going to grease a bowl. Put the dough in there. Put it into our oven on proof. Let that rise one time. About an hour it'll take. And once that rises, we'll punch it down, put it in the refrigerator overnight, and we'll use it tomorrow to make the Mexican pizza. And what do you know? It's tomorrow already. So, we're making a Mexican pizza. So we got to start off with ground beef. 1 pound of ground beef, 80/20. And we're going to use some authentic Mexican spices. I buy the packet, make it easy. Get in there with my wooden spoon, and we're going to start to break up all that meat and cook it down. And this process takes about 5 to 6 minutes. And you'll see here the meat is done. We'll transport that to another bowl, let that cool down until we're ready to build the pizza. Now what I like to use is a non-stick pan about the same size as my cast iron skillet to start the process of stretching out the dough so it fits in the skillet perfectly when it's time to make the pizza. We'll do this process here, let it sit for a good 20 minutes, and do it one more time, and it'll be ready to go. So we're getting out our cast iron skillet, and we're going to hit it with some olive oil, about 2 tablespoons. And we're going to get our brush out, and we're going to make sure this cast iron skillet is coated in olive oil. Get the sides real good, get the bottom coated real good. This is what makes these cast iron pizzas so delicious, is that crispy, crunchy dough that we get. So don't skip this process. And once we have this coated up, it's time to start building our pizza. So we're going to put our dough in there. You see how easy that fits in there now? And we're just going to stretch it a little bit to the sides. And instead of pizza sauce, we're going to use taco sauce. Use as much as you like. You get your brush out and make sure that dough is coated and covered with taco sauce. All right, next I got a can of jalapenos mild. Just gonna drop a few droplets on the dough. You can use green chilies if you want less heat. And we're gonna come back with our ground beef that we cooked earlier. And make sure you get this beat all the way across from side to side. Okay, we got that pretty much covered. Now we're going to come with our cheese, with a combination of whole milk mozzarella and cheddar. Now make sure you get that cheese all the way to the edges. That's what's going to make this pizza so delicious, is that cheese melts, it goes down the side of the cast iron. It's going to caramelize and be just spectacular. As far as toppings, you can do anything you want. I'm going to use some cherry tomatoes that I cut in half. Spread those across the pie. And I also diced up an onion. So I'm going to put the onion on top as well. And at this point, we've got our oven preheated to 450 degrees. So once we get all our toppings on, I'm going to go to the stove, turn the flame on high, and I'm going to put this pizza pan on that flame for about 1 minute, just to get the bottom of the pan started, to give it a little head start. Make sure that dough underneath gets totally cooked through and nice and crispy. So after 1 minute, we're going to pop this right in the oven, and we're going to let this cook for about 15 minutes. Depending on your oven, you may have to go a little longer or a little less, but just pull it out, get a spatula, check the bottom. If it's nice and crispy and ready, make sure you pull it out of the pan. So after 15 minutes, we got our pizza done. Don't leave it in the pan too long, because it's still smoking hot, so it's still cooking. So we're going to take it right over to a wire rack and slide it right out. And we're going to let that cool for about 5 minutes before we cut it up. And once we cut it up, the last thing we're going to do is just hit it with some sour cream, and you've got an amazing Mexican pizza. It really is delicious. Give it a try. I think everybody's going to love it. Hey, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.